Are you traditional in your medical ideas? That is, do you kind of believe in Western medicine, or do you like to explore non-traditional treatments such as acupuncture or homeopathic medicine?
I don't explore non-traditional treatments as much as I would probably like to. I think there's probably a lot of merit in them, and they haven't been studied enough.
I'm more traditional than anything else in my medication or my medical practices.
I'm more for the naturalistic approach. I like, more natural herbal medicines.
In your opinion, what are the advantages of traditional Western medicine and surgery?
I think the enormous amount of research and proven fact that's behind our medicine just makes me feel more comfortable with it.
What do you see as maybe some disadvantages of Western medicine?
I think at times Western medicine can make the problem worse in trying to make problems better.
Are there any non-traditional therapies that you use?
I drink a lot of tea, actually, so I guess that's pretty non-traditional.
Usually when I feel myself coming down with something, I will take an echinacea, which is an herbal medicine. Prior, drink a lot of orange juice, since vitamin C helps you. But if I feel really sick, then I'll take a cough medicine.
Could you tell me what your career or occupation is?
I'm an elementary school teacher.
My career path will be in marketing, helping companies build their brand and help market products to the general consumer.
I work in television, and I would like to eventually produce and direct.
Did you think that you'd be in marketing when you were a child?
No. I thought I'd be president of the United States or drive a fire truck.
What made teaching a good career for you?
First of all, I love children, and I liked the idea of imparting some of my knowledge to young ones.
Everybody has skills, talents, and abilities. So, some people are artistic, others have mechanical ability. What would you say are some of your skills?
I would say I have a lot of artistic ability. I did a lot of art in school.
Good question. My skills and talents would be coming up with new ideas, different ideas, creative ideas that kind of build a buzz around a product.
Do you think that talents and abilities are genetic?
I think they're a combination of both genetics and environment. I think that you are born with certain qualities that your parents, I think, have, and just living with the people around you and learning from your teachers and those that you're constantly interacting with, you pick up certain skills.
You're from Germany. What is a wedding like in Germany?
Well, first of all, you have to have a civil ceremony where you go to the city hall, and you make everything official. And then traditionally you go to church and have the religious ceremony.
And is there a wedding reception afterward?
Usually there is, of course. After church, when everybody's waiting for the groom and the bride coming out and throwing rice at them and flowers, and then the whole crew is going to a nice place, having dinner and having a party.
You mentioned that your family's originally from Ghana.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about the courtship and marriage ceremonies of your country?
There is a traditional, sometimes they do involve like the American type of wedding, the very traditional, you walk down the aisle, but they also, there is also the traditional part in African culture. And you wear the clothing, the outfits, it's much longer. Sometimes it can go into the next day. Some people it extends.
Tell me about the reception.
They find a place to go to, or it's outside. Sometimes it's a big tent. Like, it just depends on the bride and groom and what they want. And there's tons of dancing, traditional dancing, eating, lots of food. Sometimes you have somebody come in and talk about how they know him and how good he is and what he's done, and people giving thoughts of wisdom of how to be together, and it's just really a great thing.
Do you folks do a lot of reading?
She does. I do particularly, yeah. I like to read novels, and, mystery stories, sometimes travel stories.
Do you buy books or do you get them from the library?
I buy books and I tend to trade them with friends.
How about books on tape?
I tried that. They put me to sleep.
So, novels. You like to read fiction. Who are some of your favorite authors?
Well, I just read Nick Hornby, How to Be Good, which was probably the funniest book I've ever read.
Would you say it's a real page-turner?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, belly laughs on every page.
So do you read anything else like newspapers or magazines?
I do read magazines, yes.
Yeah. Could you tell me, let's see, what sorts of magazines you like to read? Are they like...
Fashion. I enjoy fashion. Details, actually.
How about how-to magazines? Do you ever buy magazines about home repair or cooking, for instance?
I buy my husband magazines on how-to magazines. He's the one that's good at fixing things and repair and even cooking.
How about newspapers? Do you read a newspaper?
The New York Times when I'm home.
Okay. And what part of the newspaper is most important to you?
The front page and Arts and Leisure.
How do you feel about prohibiting smoking indoors?
As a smoker, I don't appreciate it all the time, but I can understand why.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. If you go to restaurants and nobody can smoke, the food tastes better and your clothes don't smell.
How about censorship of books or movies by a government?
I am 100% against censorship of any books or movies or any expression of creativity. And I feel that when governments try to censor books or movies, then it creates a sort of atmosphere of fear, and people don't have ready access to information that should be available to them.
If you could tell me maybe two things that you think are big problems in the world today.
I think one of the biggest problems is war, and I think another big problem is racism in this world.
And of those, could you tell me a little bit more about what you think could be done to alleviate these problems?
I think actually with both problems, it's mostly about understanding each other and sitting down on a table and talk and get to know each other and be able to make more compromises and understand different cultures and reasons why people do certain things certain ways. And I think we would all be much happier.
Communication.
Communication, that's the clue, exactly, yeah.